Welcome back to Frontline Insights. I'm Bill Brandt, and we are here at the Microsoft Worldwide Partner Conference still, day 4 in Los Angeles, having a good time. And I'm here with Michael Torian from Wyse Terminals. And, well, I shouldn't say Wyse Terminals, should I?
Wyse Technology.
Wyse Technology. It's a lot more than just terminals. So
that's correct.
Tell us a little bit about why you guys are here at the show and what your thoughts are so far. How's it been for you?
Well, it's been a great conference so far. We've got to meet a lot of people, we got to meet a lot of partners. Obviously, being a Microsoft event, we are here to focus on how our products tie into the Microsoft product line. Specifically, we're spending a lot of time at this conference discussing Remote FX, the new addition to the RDP 7.1 protocol, and how that's able to enhance the user experience when connecting to terminal servers or Microsoft virtual desktops.
Excellent. So that's a little bit about some of the technology. What else is new and exciting at Wyse? What's going on these days that you guys are putting a big push around?
Well, again, we are focusing on the Remote FX support. That's a really big one to our customers. We're also highlighting the Wyse Streaming Manager, which is a way to do a one-to-many provision desktop, so a full Windows 7 desktop streamed down to diskless machines. That's a huge benefit for security in military and DoD and high secure environments, as well as the ease of management. And then we're here to have the opportunity to meet with some of our partners, see who's using our devices. It's been really great going to the AMD booths and going to some of the Microsoft booths and seeing our devices in use on those displays unprompted.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's some neat stuff. Any particular focus on those technology areas where you have partners maybe honing in on certain industries or certain market segments that you think these types of solutions might fit well?
Absolutely. So at the highest level, I like to say that any environment that has a virtual desktop infrastructure of any kind, whether it be Microsoft, Citrix, VMware, or now Quest, really is a target market for us. Because once you virtualize the desktop and you've centralized the desktop in your data center, it doesn't make sense to deliver that virtual desktop to a physical desktop. So at the highest level, anyone with a VDI infrastructure is a potential Wyse client. Now, as far as our verticals, we're getting a lot of use in, we're seeing a lot of momentum in healthcare. We're seeing a lot of momentum in universities and higher ed, although we certainly do have a K-12 practice as well. We're seeing a lot of Wyse devices and virtual desktops ending up in patient rooms and hospitals, in mobile nurse carts. A lot of the Wyse ThinOS devices are finding their way into university engineering labs. And then the Wyse Zero clients are also finding themselves in a lot of office, call center, and university environments that are leveraging Citrix Zen Desktop.
So most of our listeners who are watching this show, subscribers, are channel partners, solution providers. So understanding how Wyse works with the channel is very important to them. Where does the channel partners fit into your overall go-to-market strategy?
Excellent question. So Wyse does no direct selling. Every one of our sales goes through a channel partner. So obviously that can work in a number of different dynamics, whether a partner brings us in for expertise on our product line, or where we've done direct selling and then we will work the fulfillment of that order through specific partners, usually depending on who the customer is already working with. So in my territory, which is Colorado, Utah, and New Mexico, we're doing a lot of work with some of the local partners. GTRI is a huge Wyse partner, MSN and Lawan, and basically we are somewhat being brought in by them when they're doing virtual desktop implementations and professional services engagements. They'll bring us in for expertise on which Wyse device will fit with that solution best. And then me as a sales engineer will often come in and do pre and post sales support to make sure that the Wyse devices are performing at the highest capacity possible for those vendor and partner solutions.
That's excellent. So it sounds like the channel is important to Wyse. Sounds like there's some good market segmentation that you guys have. What are some of your best partners doing in that regard? Do you have some of your better partners that are really boning up on Wyse solutions and become an expert in that area, or do you see that they're often honing in and becoming expert in particular industries, and then engaging you guys on an as-needed basis to help fill those solutions. What's going on your side?
Great question. Well, again, in my territory, partners such as GTRI and Milan are actually specializing in virtualization and data center deployments. And so where they're bringing in their expertise in the virtualization space, they then bring us in on the tail end. So as far as are we getting a number of experts on Wyse, I wish there were more. I am always happy to work with the channel, especially with the engineering staff, to bring their technical competence up, as well as work with their sales staff so that they understand how to best position our products in relation to the larger solutions that they're delivering to their customers.
So is that the opportunity for you guys? I mean, is the opportunity taking some of your existing partners out there who might be watching this right now and helping enable them more, empower them, make them better? Or do you think there's a big opportunity to go out there and find some new partners who might be able to take your solutions to market, bring you into new accounts and new areas? Again,
great question. I mean, you can always increase the footprint of the partners that are out helping move Wyse solutions. And although we do have our preferred partners that we're working with and spending a lot of time with already, we always look for the opportunity to help educate anyone on our devices and anyone on our solutions so that they can help position our products in alignment with their solutions. But I guess to dig deeper into your question, I think right now I'm spending the majority of my time with some of the preferred partners that we already have an established history with and trying to get their engineers and their sales force up to speed on some of our devices. A lot of people know Wyse from 30 years ago with the green screen.
Like when I said terminals, I said Wyse terminals, and my faux pas.
Absolutely. Well, and that's the thing. And we've done a lot of development and we've had a lot of movement in the past 5 to 10 years. And so it's really time for a lot of partners that knew us in the past that haven't had a chance to take a look at what we're doing now to come back around and see the various ways that we are able to connect into a backend. One of the funny things being, when the industry was centralized computing in mainframes, we were selling terminals to connect to those. And now 30 years later, the industry's gone back to centralizing computers and centralizing workloads, and then we're still providing the terminals to connect to those.
So that's probably a good segue and maybe opportunity for some closing thoughts. For those partners who aren't familiar with Wyse in a while, haven't used you guys, haven't worked with you, or even for those who have, any parting thoughts or points you want them to remember as they may be watching this and thinking about whether they include Wyse as part of their strategies going forward?
Absolutely. I think the 2 points that I would certainly want any partner that's thinking about working with Wyse to know about is that if you have a virtualized solution and if you are providing virtual desktops, there's no reason to send those virtual desktops to a physical desktop. And when you are looking for a desktop replacement, we'd like you to think about Wyse. And then the second parting thought is that not just my partners in the Rocky Mountain region, but globally, any solution providers that are out doing virtualization solutions can contact us at Wyse, and we will provide engineering and sales support and staff to make sure that our products are adequately working with your solution.
Excellent. Well, like you said, things have come full circle. I think there's great opportunity for Wyse in the market, still with partners. And if you hadn't thought about Wyse in a while, now might be a good time to check back in. Appreciate your time, Michael.
Thank you very much.
Take care.